Hello once again everyone, and welcome once again to Kruznik's Sanctuary. I'm your host Kruznik X. Alongside me is Arya Stormborn.
Sure. Wait, where am I?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't... I thought you said we were going for ice cream.
I never said that.
Daddy, you lied to me.
Fuck you. I thought we only did that in the bedroom.
I broke you.
You break my brain sometimes. But anyways, so we've worked our way through the melee DPS role quest. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen, the final quest in the storyline. We have found out that the blasphemy is the Sahagins' Indigo mother. We've gotten the rest of the company of heroes to join us. A sharpshooter by the name of Loren. And we're ready to take the fight to this blasphemy. Now, last episode, or last role quest line, before this episode started, I did a dice roll to decide my job, and... well, actually, no, I didn't. I decided to do it as Gunbreaker. But this time, I'm gonna let Arya Stormborn decide which job we should do for this quest. So, Arya, you have the choice of 5 melee DPS. Do you want to go with the Flurry of Fists that is the monk, the polearm of the dragoon, the quick swiping blades of the ninja, the fast blade of the samurai, or our newest member, the scythe of the reaper?
Why are you asking me?
Because it's fun. Because it's payback.
No, because I already know which one you want the best.
Just pick one.
Just do the... You like pretending you're death, so...
I'm death incarnate with any of these jobs.
Just do it.
Fine, she wants me to be Reaper. We knew this was coming. Anywhoozy, so... with that decision out of the way, let's get right down to it with the final quest in the melee DPS role quest line, the level 90 quest, To Calmer Seas. Despite our best efforts, the blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, we... Sorry to interrupt, but I have an incoming communication from Wastegat. Commander, we've snared ourselves about blasphemy. We've our erstwhile companion Riol to thank. Knowing that the creature was once the Sahagin queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. After receiving word, Shamani Lomani directed the Maelstrom warships in the vicinity to herd the beast with cannon fire into the Sastasha Sea Grot. Isolated as the Sea Grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander? The duty of the strong is to protect the weak. You don't have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rush in blindly and it will go as poorly for you as it did the first time. Ha! Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, Can we not save our vitriol for the quarry which I've lured to the perfect spot that is now waiting patiently for all of you to put it out of its misery?
Brayflock's gobby booms blast over big blasphemy into bitty pieces.
A motley crew you'll never find, but will serve you well when the battle is joined. Believe you me. This is Merlwyb. I will ready a warship at once. Assemble outside the wench once you have seen to all your preparations. So, the time has come. I shall pray for your victory. All right. It'll be nice to try I will say it'll be nice to try a job that I haven't used much of in streams, so... Ah, Chris. The others should be along soon. Let's do it. The blasphemy is still contained within the Sastasha Sea Grot. There it will meet its end, navigator willing. Would that my brothers and I could join you in the fight. And yet, blasphemous though it may be, that beast was once our mother. I understand, Null. Forgive us for what we must do. Were there a means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there is nothing left of her to save. For the future of the Sahagin and Limsa Laminsa alike, the blasphemy must be laid to rest. And when the deed is done, I would bring your brothers, even the crushing tide, aboard the great ship we call Vilbrand. I do not want to slay your mother. But this thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own, is an affront to the memory of who she was. It is not her. It is not. Remember this always. You must. I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of matricide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Admiral, all you say is true, and yet... Commander! I've sighted a group of fishbacks, crushing tide most like, heading straight for the sea grot. You'd best make your way there and fast. Time to move out then. Any words for your men before we set sail? Don't go dying on me out there. Our new commander's sounding more and more like the old one. But enough talk. It's time to show the realm that the company of heroes hasn't lost a step. Aye! We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Chris and I will go together, while the rest of you take a different route. Let us brook no further delay. To Sastasha! Here we go. My queen! I beg of you! Pray show your loyal son mercy! Well, yep, he's dead. It's Tao! Or what's left of him. Speak out, Tao! Why would our queen do such a thing? It is as the shorewalkers say. What we thought a blessing is in truth a terrible curse. The horror! We must away at once! And leave the shorewalkers to face our queen mother alone? No. I will stand with them! You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother! Go and be with your kin! Go! Forgive me! I was beginning to think you wandered off a cliff, Lawrence. Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. But enough talk. It comes! Here we go. Here it comes! We're counting on you, Lions! Leave it to me. Aye, no enemy's weakness escapes my eyes. Whoa! Just one shot here and... Hey, there we go. See how easy that was? I reckon you can do it too, Acting Commander. If we don't take out those orbs, this will be over before it starts. You ready? I hate directional parries. That trick of yours won't work on us anymore. Ain't that right, Acting Commander? That's all you've got? Time to put you out of your misery. Here we go. Now to work a new skill. Comunio! My children. Where'd it go? That's me way! Moment of truth. There is no end run. Prepare yourselves! Waistcat reporting for duty. Hey, now the real fun begins. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's finish the deed. I love this ability, new level 90 ability for Reaper. Damn it! They fucked up my goddamn spells. I'm gonna make you pay for that. The blasphemy is absorbing their ether. I have a bad feeling about this. Absorbing their ether, is it? We best finish those beasts quickly. Waistcoat! Defend us with your blade! I'm starting to enjoy this! Such power! Here it comes again! Steel yourselves! Grab! That's enough ether to go blasting this entire island! We better work fast! We stand with you! As do we for the future of the Indigo Deep! Null and the crushing tide! Let us stand as one, my friends! The wall's gone! Aye, this is our chance to strike! Landonel! Hold! Now's your time to shine! Here we go! And duty complete. The same gun that put her father to rest.
I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this I promise. You will be remembered for the mother who you were.
Admiral, I have no words. Our Queen Mother returns to the depths of an eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives?
The beasts and blasphemies are born from the despair in your hearts. But no more. I would break the cycle. Though Tao may have been blind to it, I believe in a future where Sahagin and Lominson live in harmony. Even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds. And it is there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will have a safe place to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, Limsa Laminsa will recognize and honor your claim.
A promise for which we are grateful, Admiral. But what of the other peoples of Vilbrand?
The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I am confident we can reach an agreement. Sahagin, kobold, and Laminson alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so.
I have never fought alongside shorewalkers before, but I must say, it felt good. We have fought our neighbors for generations. It has won us only suffering and tragedy. I beg of you, lay down your spears.
'Twill take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall.
Someone's about to get a beat down. I dare say we have a lot of talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lawrence? Knew it. Ah, Londoner, if you'd just allow me to explain.
Let's be off before they drag us into this mess.
I'm more than willing to just avoid all that talk altogether. Anyways, let's pull off our hat for a bit. Better to see our face.
What, you don't want to look like the Undertaker?
I am no Undertaker. Anyway. Perfect timing, Acting Commander.
You must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard!
Well, Lawrence, let's hear your excuse. And it better be a good one. Why in the seven hells were you skulking about in the shadows while we did all the dirty work?
Ha! Ha! Like you lot'd be any happier if I showed up sooner. I can hear you whinging now. What, you didn't think you could handle this on your own?
I'd be bloody furious regardless. Don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather, didn't happen on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited, and waited, and waited some god's darn more, and still you never turned up. But I've got you now, and I will have satisfaction.
I can't get no.
Given Lawrence's penchant for late arrivals, I couldn't help but worry too. To say he cut it fine would be an understatement. And not by choice as usual. My scouts observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's woeful sense of direction has not improved in the least. I'm honestly surprised you never realized, Landonel, that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander did indeed arrive at the agreed-upon location for your duel after the sun had risen and set a half-dozen times. Navigator, take me! Shimoni, you promised that would stay between the two of us! Ah, Bray Fox! You have a kind word or two for your old commander, don't you?
Commander Lawrence? Commander no more. New commander, friend to Gobbies everywhere. Does many sweatworks for Gobby kind.
And here I thought you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. Come now, Landonel, you know me better than... Then it's settled. We fight here and now. On your guard! Put that thing down, I say! You can add someone with that!
What's the point? The point the end goes into the other man.
Hard to believe he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right. If you hadn't yet realized the obvious, Lawrence is our former commander. Forgive me for not stating it plainly sooner. I didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. He's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield.
Indeed.
Anyhow, I think we can all say your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now, I reckon it's about time you gave your final order.
Company of heroes, burn break once more? Bray Fox never liked parting with Gobby friends.
Hear, hear. I may have my complaints, but when we're together, good fights never fall away. You hardly need a company or commander to get you that. And should Limsa again be imperiled, there's nothing stopping us from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough in your own right. Why not serve the weak in your own ways? Sounds good to me. Alright, let's chat with a lot of them. Waistcoat?
You've had quite the turn of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways?
Give Gegirushu my best regards.
Finally, I can enjoy some semblance of peace again. At least, as much peace as a man can enjoy waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. It may have been rough sailing at times, but I rather enjoyed serving under you. Acting Commander Chris. Take care, Waistcat. Landonell. Oh, whoops. I await your orders, Commander. I hit Woden. Look after the Noon, brave Noon. I have responsibilities. A tribe that wants for my guidance and protection. I can ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it is with some regret that I take my leave. For all their faults, of which they have many, they are my companions, and I will miss them. Landonell? Well, if you have something to say, let's hear it. Return to the whalers and keep the murdering to a minimum. Ha! As if I needed you to tell me. While I enjoyed the diversion, I know as well as any that my true place is in Gridania, leading a respectable life. You may not have been the perfect commander, but 12 is my witness. I hope to fight by your side again. Farewell. My expert vintner. Well, let's hear it, Commander. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. Indeed, indeed. I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I've tied up a few final loose ends here. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the older vintages. Left to sleep in their barrels for many a slumber, they come out tasting better than ever. One might say the same about our own company. Brave Phlox?
Brave Phlox wants busy work. Brave Phlox awaits Uplander's lip flaps.
No more cheese wars. Please.
Brave Phlox feels heavy heart, but accept Uplander's bossy words. Brave Phlox had good times and happy feels with Gobby friends, but good times will come again. And when they do, new boomsticks will bring blasty doom with much freshness.
Take care, Brave Phlox. Lawrence? And on that note, I ought to be on my way. Slipping away again, are we? You are a creature of habit. I resented you for it at that time, you know. But I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy. A man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood. I've had my day in the sun. If ye succeed in brokering peace with the beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals, and the company can go into permanent retirement. And then I can say I did right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. Thank you, Lawrence. Brother. Ha! I did nothing. It was you who shouldered Captain Bluefist's burden, and that of the entire League. I'm sorry, Merlwyb. I know it hasn't been easy for you. But I dare say you've worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the only ones in need of a retirement. But I've said too much.
Lawrence holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Vilbren towards a new future. You truly are your father's daughter. I owe you my thanks too. Dare say you did almost as good a job keeping my men to task as I could have done. Call it a hunch, but something tells me our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on like I've never seen you before. Not unlike my old friend Mistbeard, I prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. Alright. No? The blasphemy is no more, but we will never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It will be a daunting task, but as we saw in Sestasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Forgive us. Even after being freed from the false god's thrall, still we clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dao's every word and turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly. I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I will tell them of our Queen Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope you have shared with us. I ask only that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. You have my word. If you would not be averse, let us return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I will repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an aid where Endwalker and Sahagin stand as one. Sounds good to me. Merlwyb? Just us now, it would seem. Ever since we achieved a measure of peace with the kobolds, I prayed that this day would come. No, it is, of course, only a beginning. Negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. But such things always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbrand is one of bloodshed, but we have the power to change our ways. After all, it is clear we are united more by our similarities than we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sahagin with my fellow Laminsans, and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to of their own free will. No doubt Null and his brothers feel the same. Again you have come to Lamence's aid. My aid, at a time we needed it most. When next we meet, I hope 'twill not be as Admiral and Adventurer, but as friends. Mayhap trading war stories over ales at the Wench. Definitely. But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. If you happen to pass through Radzatan, pray share your exploits with our delegate there. Doubtless he will be interested to hear your first-hand account. One day I will lay down these muskets of mine for good. But not yet, Father. Not yet.
I gotta say, I am loving fighting side by side with, you know, all the, in Sundrop. Anyway, let's head back to the Hall of the Radiant Host. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've been fighting alongside, we've been fighting alongside the heads of the city-states, so it's been fun a little bit. Anyway, let's speak with the Lamensin delegate. Chris! Your return! Pray tell, what news from my homeland? Extraordinary! And a chance at peace with the Sargon? These are heartening tidings indeed. Without a doubt, you've helped to dispel the pall of despair that once hung over all Vilbrand. Our people now bask in newfound hope. I must share the news with the others. Full glad will they be to hear that the threat to Limsa Laminsa is no more. Thank you again, my friend. And with that, we finish the melee DPS role quest and can now dye the job-specific gear for level 90 melee DPS. With it, we've unlocked the achievement More Than Loss. So, I wonder how this gear will look in white. I doubt this is gonna work out, but let's see. Oh. That doesn't look too bad. What do you think, Arya?
White is just wrong.
Yeah, good point. And suit black doesn't do well either. Or actually, maybe it does a little bit.
Soot black makes it look,
A little faded, right?
worn.
Yeah, that's
Not, cause like the other black.
yeah. The plain gear looks
It looks kind of like patent leather, whereas soot black
makes it look like
you've been traveling a little bit, and
I might do that. Let's see how it looks with monk. I've been dying to dye this. No pun intended. Let's see. Show all gear. And there we go. Alright. Not white, but let's try ruby red. Looks similar. Dalamud? Actually. Okay, it's a darker red in the regular. So let's try. That actually looks pretty nice. What do you think? That's ruby red.
Which you're talking about for the bottom part, right?
For the entirety of it.
Oh. Yeah, it kind of looks like flame.
Yeah, I like it. I may just work that in. See if I can buy some more ruby red dye.
I think I have some.
Let's check Dragoon. Now this one is gonna be a toughie because I'm not a big fan of this armor. I may just go back to the Tarot Slaver's armor, but let's dye it and see. Doot doot. That's the armor in ruby red. Let's see how it looks in black. white looks pretty interesting. What do you... Pure white looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see it in black.
Why are you messing with it?
I'm not messing with it. I'm trying it.
No, I like it better. Just Dragoon armor as it is.
Yeah, well, I'm going back to the Tarot Slaver's armor for the most part. I like that one better. Alright, what's next? Oh yeah, Ninja. Now, Ninja, I was never a fan of the mask, so... But I do want to see how this looks in various colors. But first, why doesn't it just do all... Okay, white's interesting. Black? Black keeps some of the purple. I don't know. I don't think the ruby red goes with purple. What do you think?
It's very dark.
Yeah, well...
Red and purple look good, but not that.
Not that red.
Yeah.
Yeah, not that one either. Ugh. Let's see about the purples, if we can match the color.
The blue?
What, the,
Yeah, the current purple was not blue.
I think that's the same. Hold on. Yeah, it's essentially the same! What the frick? Well, let's try black, because I always end up doing black anyway. Black doesn't look too bad. Then again, black looks good with almost anything. Alright, Samurai's next. Die. Not a bad look with black. Let's try a ruby red. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's a little darker. I definitely like ruby red. It makes it look a little brighter, don't you think?
No. It mutes the purple.
What purple?
Is it about purple?
I can't even tell. I think it's like black or something. Maybe a little dark purple, but... Okay, I'll give you that. Let's see. Last but not... Oh, we already did Reaper, that's right. So, 2 down and 3 left to go. Next episode, we will be popping into our ranged DPS queue set to do the ranged DPS quest line. Well, until then, that's it for this episode of Cruise Next Sanctuary. Thank you to Aria Stormborn for joining us.
No, I did nothing.
And thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. As always, if you're watching on Twitch or live from PlayStation and you like this show, click the, be sure to hit the follow button and turn on notifications so you're well informed. And if you're feeling generous, feel free to subscribe for access to exclusive videos and live streams, or throw some bits our way to contribute to the Cruise Next Sanctuary team. Every little bit helps there. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more, click here to watch the previous episode, and click here to watch the first episode of the Ranged DPS questline. Until then, we will see you next time.